بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وبعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تبارك وتعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I know that you are waiting for a long time now, and I don't need to introduce our lecturer to you. Anyhow, we always take the chance if our elder brothers, the scholars or the erudites, to come here, and we try our best to invite them to come to the mosque to enlighten us in the subjects they are specializing. You know our brother Ahmad Deedat. I can't imagine how he digested the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, the other literature written about Christianity and about Judaism and about these subjects related to the religion. As a matter of fact, when I see him, every time I see him, I look at myself as a child, little child, comparing with his language in the religious matters. I hope that all of us, inshallah, we will be benefited by what he will lecture us, and will listen attentively to him and be benefited by his knowledge. I call upon our brother, Mr. Ahmad Deedat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أهل الكتاب لا تغلوا في دينكم ولا تقولوا على الله إلا الحق إنما المسيح عيسى ابن مريم رسول الله وكلمته ألقاها إلى مريم وروح منه فآمنوا بالله ورسوله صدق الله المولى العظيم. Mr. Chairman and my dear brothers and sisters, the subject, as has been advertised, is Jesus, man, myth or God. But before we delve into the subject, the atmosphere at the moment in the UK is the atmosphere of the debate that took place on Sunday. People want to know, those who have not been there, because we can't expect the whole of Britain to be there. There were about 12,000 people on Sunday from all over Britain and from the Arab countries and from Africa. They had come. The largest covered hall in Europe was packed to capacity. People want to know what transpired. Those of you that were not there, those of you who were there, can you just put up your hand? I'll have an idea. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. Almost 1/3 of my brothers and sisters were there. But I might share with you certain things that I was not able to share in that meeting, those of you who were there. This might be altogether new to those who were not there. That how the whole thing came about, and the response of the Muslims, that the Muslims on this occasion, they seem to have been the liveliest of audiences that I have ever addressed. What made them so lively? Because usually the Muslims are very placid, quiet, calm. You know, even if it calls for an applause, you will find that they are like straight-jacketed. They won't utter a sound, and they won't show any signs that they appreciate a point, generally. But on Sunday it was not so. Now I have been trying to analyze why all this extra spirit in the Muslim. I may be wrong. You might have better answers. That's what I'm going to give you this moment. You see, this gentleman happens to be an Arab. There's no doubt about that. He was born an Arab Christian, and he has been boasting that his people have been Christians before Islam. So it's not a conversion from Islam to Christianity. They were Christians, and the Muslims came and overtook their lands. Most of these Arab countries were Christian lands. Egypt was Christian, Libya was Christian, Morocco was Christian, Syria was Christian, Lebanon was Christian, the whole of Palestine was Christian. When the Muslims came out of the desert fastness and they conquered these territories and the people accepted Islam. So these are the remnants that have been left behind. They are boasting today that there are 14 million Arab Christians, which the Muslim doesn't seem to know, realize. 14 million. In July 1975, he claimed 10 million. On Sunday, he said there are now 14 million. We won't argue with him. We must be on guard. There are 14 million Arab Christians in the Arab world. But this time, he came in the garb of an Arab. Previously, you might have seen, you saw him in the Royal Albert Hall. That's him. That's him. Then, when we had advertised previously his picture as an Arab, he took exception to that. He didn't want to be photographed like this. But this picture we got from his book, The Liberated Palestinian. We got it from here. Among some 3 million refugees, Palestinian refugees, he is a unique person. This born-again Christian, evangelist in America, now an American citizen, he says he is liberated. His people are in hell, but he is in heaven. He is liberated. And the irony of his book is that on the cover, he puts the Israeli Star of David. Still, you know, a sting at the heart of any Muslim or Palestinian, the Star of David and the Israeli warplanes and the Israeli tanks. And he is liberated. But now this book, the Muslims hadn't seen this, because this is circulated mostly in America, trying to get sympathy of the American Jews and Christians to finance him in his work. But now when we printed this poster, the man didn't like it. He sent us his photo, taken in a studio, beautiful picture, which was advertised in the Sunday Times magazine section, Sunday Times. You can see nice, clean, shaven, you know, real a westernized Arab. No doubt about that. Now this is what people expected to see. A westernized man from America coming along and giving battle to the Muslim. But this man came like a wolf in sheep's clothing. He attired himself not only just a loose garb, but he put on that, I don't know what you call that, with that black band around. Regard, yes. And a nice jubba and a beard. He grew a special beard for the occasion. He says that, you know, he says it took him 3 months, you know, to grow that beautiful beard. In other words, a picture of deception. Now, naturally, the Muslim, when he sees that, you know, it hurts him. He says, now look, what are you up to now? Why are you camouflaging yourself? Then he thought he had one on us. You see, in the debate that took place in the Royal Albert Hall, the arrangement was that who speaks first depends on the tossing of the coin. And he won the toss. So when he won the toss, no, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, I won the toss. So I said, let him speak first. I had a reason. My reason was that, look, I don't know what he has got. So whatever he produces, I will be able to refute them. I'll have an hour to refute what he has already said. So I said, let him speak. But for this debate, I had made up my mind that whatever happens, I must speak first. That was the decision we had come to. But now how? If I win the toss, I choose myself to speak first. And if he loses, at the back of my mind, I said, this guy is a rebellious brawler. You know, he's the one who wants to put up a fight.